Okay, I know it's been a while since I've done any videoing. I've been crazy busy. I was hoping I had to go out and do that line bore on that boom for those pieces you saw me. I was going to make that the part 3. It was just a little too chaotic, but that's been done. Actually, it's been very, very busy for me. Crazy busy. And for a one-man flea-bitten guy here, a one-man flea-bitten band, I'm not complaining. So, anyway, I know, again, this looks like field work, but I'm at my shop. This is obviously a side dump bucket off a big Deere 644 loader, and it's messed up. You can see down in here, it leaks just sitting here. So that the piston for the actual side dumping is bad. The pin to keep it locked to itself, that was already extracted when I got it. But my mission is to take and remove, because they can't remove it. They couldn't remove the cylinder for the side dump. So my mission is to remove the cylinder for the side dump, rebuild it. Might have big trouble in Little China here, so to speak, because you can see, will that focus? So you can see the rod is pretty well geeped up here at the upper end of the piston. So I don't know. Yes, I can make a rod. Assuming this doesn't look like a chrome rod. Anyway, whatever. Can't do anything if I can't start it. So first step is to remove this piston. Obviously, they've tried traditional methods, as you can see here, and it's not working. I tried briefly to extract this one, which of course didn't go well. So now I'm on to this. I do this occasionally because this is blind on this side here. Let me bring it around and show you here. That pin, it only goes in through the top, and then there's a bolt you can see that goes through the boss to hold it. It's blind. It's not like this is the bucket on the inside. So I don't know who the hell thought of that. Very, very poor idea in my opinion. So what I've done, I tried to, wedge it from the bottom and, get it to move. I couldn't get it to move at all. So what I've done is I've got a hollow cylinder here. And what I did was I cleaned up the top of the pin, and I very gently, I take some 332, low-high, and I just go around it, go around a piece of threaded rod, and I come up through a hollow cylinder, and I attempt to do it that way. Hopefully, it seems like it's moving a little bit. I got a little tension on it. Seems like it's starting to move. So we'll see. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you this, but we'll see how it goes. I got a little sleeve in here. I don't know if that's long enough, but if, assuming it starts moving, I can always, take this apart and add more length in here. So hopefully we'll start with that. This one I'm guessing is going to be a much tougher case. I guess, I don't know. I may have to, I don't know. I'm assuming the one fellow, he said they tried and it just wouldn't even budge. So I don't know if there's going to be any point in me trying to rig a pull cylinder here, because this is kind of tight quarters here anyway. I don't know. I may have to just exothermically pierce through the entire thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe a little bit of trying, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. But let's go one step at a time. Let's try to get this one out. I'd like to set this up so you could watch a little bit of this. It's no big deal. All I'm going to do is essentially, assuming nothing lets go, the idea being is that with the hollow cylinder and the threaded rod welded to the pin, it will draw this out. I've had, moderate success with that, so that's what I'm doing. So let me get on with that, and we'll see what happens. Okay. We're back. Apparently we are having moderate success with this. it's coming out, obviously, as you can see. This was the collar I was using, so I'm going to have to extend. I'm going to have to go and get something a little longer than that, and then I'll put the ram back on, and then I'll pull a little more. But yeah, I'm guessing that we're going to be good here, so that's good. Sorry about all this sun. It's just less than ideal condition. It's windy as hell out here today, but otherwise it is a beautiful fall day here in lovely downtown Carlstadt, New Jersey. Nice day for working outside. Anyway, let me get another a longer sleeve to add to this, add some length to this, and we'll set it up and make another pull. Okay, put an extra collar in here, so that should be more than enough length now to suck that out. And I've got it retensioned, and I got a little lucky. Looks like the sun went behind a cloud here. So anyway, as you can see, if you want to watch up in here, we're clearly moving right along without much effort either. So obviously, once she broke free, it's coming along pretty well. So hopefully, once I get this thing all apart, once I pull it out of here, I'll kind of show you what I did. I mean, there's no big secret to it. Oh, there we go. I think she's free. Let's see. Yep, because the cylinder, the boss has moved. So, yep, let me break this thing down, and I'll take it apart and I'll show you what I did. Okay, we got it. You can obviously see it's just obviously it was just all corroded and stuff in there. In fact, it's still under a lot of tension. It doesn't want to move, but essentially you can see what I did here. I just essentially I just cleaned the top of the pin off, and then I just weld around here, and then set the hollow cylinder up on top with different collars or what have you, and then I just I just make the pull. And then hopefully it doesn't, it doesn't always work. I mean, you do the best you can. I don't believe it's going to work. This looks relatively stubborn. Again, I'll try messing around with this. I don't think it's going to be worth trying to make a similar setup on that. I just don't think it's gonna fly. Well, maybe I'll try it. I don't know. It's just the clearance issues and everything there. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it. I guess it doesn't hurt to try, but I have a feeling that's going to be an exothermic removal. So anyway, we're doing the best we can here. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever demonstrated the way I do that. So you got that going there, and that's about it. Oh, this is also going to need, they'd like to have it, the infinite wisdom of some people. You can see, obviously, that's certainly not a good idea. And as you can see, why does this thing look like it's been in a salt bath continuously? Because it has, actually. They use this predominantly, well, I mean, it's a utility machine. They use it predominantly, I guess, for loading salt, and they have a big salt shed. And what they do is, I guess, to keep the machine dry, it's like a lean-to for salt, for road salt. So I guess to keep the machine dry, when they're done loading the salt, they pull the machine into the salt shed and bury the bucket into the pile of salt. As you can see, the rest of the thing is in pretty good shape. It would be a low mileage lovely if it wasn't, if it wasn't for the fact that it lives essentially in a salt pile. So you've got you look down here and say, you've got a lot of corrosion issues. If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be bad. I mean, it wouldn't be bad at all. And again, you can see this thing here is just weeping sitting here. So this cylinder has obviously got, big trouble. So, okay. Anyway, so let me knock that part out of there, and then I don't know, it's well, we'll see. I'll try to set up, and I guess I'll probably try to set a little pull up on here. It's probably worth it to try. I just don't think it's going to yield any results. I think that thing is just way too socked in there. But I'll try it. I'll set it up. I'll set up a little pull on there. If it breaks, it snaps it, whatever. It's no big deal. I'll just grind it off flush, and we'll proceed with the exothermic piercing, or you know, whatever it's going to take. All right, I'll try to bring it back. Well, all right. I guess I'm getting lucky here. I'm a little out of breath from beating or hitting this thing. Naturally, I heated around the top and the bottom flange here with the rosebud a little bit. Well, quite a bit, I should say. I really didn't think this sucker was going to go, but as you can see here, it is clearly, you got that much, it is clearly on the move. It was creaking and cranking, and I thought it was just gonna, you know, since that's only welded on there with that threaded rod, I just assumed it was gonna snap it, but no, it seems to be moving. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. It's on the move. So I guess I'm gonna be able to get it out. So I'm going to, these hollow cylinders don't have much of a throw to them. Probably only has a 2 or 3 inch throw. I'll make a couple more cranks on my thing here, and I'll show you. Yes, this is a homemade, it's a homemade reservoir and pump. It was just this tube that you see here. I put this oval piece in just to hold more oil, because I use some large cylinders sometimes, and you just can't hold enough oil in a regular ram pump. So I did that to extend the ram. This thing is very old. It leaks like a sieve and stuff, but it still works. Still generates the. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Still generates the poundage. I guess the 10,000 pounds. So yeah, look at that. We're on the move. Beautiful. Let's see. There we go. Sorry for the shaky here. I'm doing this with one hand while I'm cranking with the other one here, but yeah, this is good. In fact, I'll make a few more cranks. I'll reset it, and then I'll bring you back. All right, we've reset. I threaded down the nut and everything back down. I retracted the cylinder, and we're, as you can see, we're back on the move here. Sorry about that. I must have hit the stop button by mistake, but we're moving. You can see it's going. Guess we're into a tough spot, or she's cooled down to the point where it's protesting a bit, but like I say, you can see we're moving. Very nice. I'm pretty thrilled about that. It's good. It's a good thing. It's not that I mean, I do a lot of stuck pins. It's not that I don't want to sell someone an exothermic, you know, pierce and extraction. It's not that. It's just it is expensive, and I really do, regardless of who it is. I mean, I try not to spend people's money needlessly. You know, I mean, if I can get around it. Those exothermic rods now, geez, last time I bought them, I did a particularly tough stuck pin. Well, there's not a lot of calling for it, but I want to say it was a few months. I mean, people know that I do it, so I get the calls. I did a particularly tough stuck pin, and I had to, well, I knew it was going to be tough. A couple other people had tried it and this and that, and it had various mechanical devices on it. I knew it was going to, but I wound up, gee, they usually come in boxes of 25. I think I bought 2 boxes of 25. I think I want to say that those rods are $5 a piece now, and you're gonna blow through oxygen. I mean, those are, you know, T-size oxygen. So I use all T-size oxygen cylinders, and let me tell you what, I was loaded for bear on the truck. I mean, when I went out to do that job, I mean, I think I used, oh my goodness, it was a 3-inch pin, I think, and I used every rod, and even that, I would have liked to have had more, and I think I used 5 or 6 bottles, full, you know, tea-size bottles of oxygen. So it is crazy expensive to do that. Whoop, something just felt like it let go. I think we are out. Oh, that's nice. All right, so let me finish cranking this out, and I'll bring you back. I'll show you the results. Gee, what do you think? I guess you could say we had a fairly moderate rusty corrosion situation there. Huh? Look at this. Jesus Christ, look at that. Look at that, just still, my goodness, it's just flaking off of there. How about that, huh? Wow. Okay, yeah, that you can see the galling on it. Wow, it's all scarred and everything. Jeez. I gotta say, this is probably about, well, geez, I guess score 1 for the greasy welder here, huh? That sucker, that really held. I'm rather impressed with that. Normally what happens when they get too tough, sometimes, gee, I would have thought even less than this, is just, you know, the weld just simply can't hold. You know what I mean? You know, it just can't hold enough to the problem, the weak point becomes in here. It just eventually pulls the weld off of either off of the material or off of the rod. I mean, because you're already using this is a 1-inch rod, and you can see it actually from the if I can zoom out enough, you can see it actually took a little bit of a bow, a little noodle curve from all the tension of that cylinder. I don't know if it's a 20 or 30 tonner. You know, and then, you know, I was pumping on that thing pretty hard, you know, it was going. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about the limit of something like that you could expect of that. But yeah, that's a little trick if you're not familiar. So now, I guess the next part will be to shoehorn this cylinder out. I guess it's relatively, I was gonna say, is it corroded in there, but no, it's loose. That end you can see is loose, and this end is loose. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of corrosion in there, but I'll pull that sucker out of there, and I guess we'll get that down, attached to the forks on the forklift or whatever, and we'll decide what's going to happen. I guess I'll try to evaluate. Well, I guess I'm going to give the customer a call and see what they want to do on this. You know, because this is clearly in the throw of in the stroke of the cylinder here, and this is feeling a little rough. Now I don't know if that's what caused it or not. I think it's just time and mileage, because it's just weeping like crazy. But yeah, I don't like that. Now I don't know if this is a chrome rod or just turn, ground, and polish. I normally make rods when they're just, you know, if it's just turn, ground, and polish, I make them myself. Of course, I have no way of chroming here, so if that's the case, it'll have to go out for a new rod or call a manufacturer. Sometimes you get a pleasant surprise. Sometimes, rather than going to the cylinder shop and having them make you a new rod, like this is obviously a mainstream's JRB. Sometimes just calling the dealer and saying, hey, you know what, I got a JRB model, side dump bucket, and I need I'm rebuilding the cylinder, and I need a rod, you know. And sometimes you get a pleasant surprise, at least around here anyway. I don't know how it is other places, but yeah, sometimes you get a little bit pleasant surprise, and the price for something like that is less than the cylinder shop or the hydraulic shop would charge you. So like I say, I'll get it off, get it apart, and like I say, that's just the ante at this point, because you know, there's lots to deal with in here yet, you know, so there's plenty to do on this. I'm thinking they want me to go over it. I'm assuming with all the corrosion, there might be fun plenty in this hinge point here. I'm going to you know, with the cylinder holding it as tight as it was all I could do to just get it like this to be able to, you know, to work on that thing. So I guess I'm going to check this and see what kind of wear or play we have in here. And then the whole pin thing may continue, because this looks like it could, you know, looks like it could be a real riot here, this one. So we'll see if that's really bad or if that'll be okay as it is. And like I said, still the floor. In my opinion, I'd want to just put a floor in it, but they asked me about just patching it, and who knows, I assume they're going to probably, again, I'll give them a ring tomorrow, we'll see what they want to do. But it's probably going to be a patch with probably mild steel. They probably won't even want to go for AR. So, whatever. Again, I try to give the people what they want. So anyway, we'll take it from there. So that concludes this for now. I guess we'll call this, let's just call this side dump bucket part 1. That's how we'll list it. And that's it. So, you know, we'll take it from there. Ah, yes, one last thing. I want everybody to know, if you look, you can see no shop aprons were harmed in the making of this video. I want to make that very, very clear. Okay? None. No shop aprons were harmed. Okay. So, and like I said, this will be part 1 of this. I'll talk to you later, I guess. As some famous guy once said, everybody polka. See you next time.